And we're back now with a subject that we take very seriously, not just during the month of October, but year-round. That's breaking the cycle of domestic violence.
Tonight we start a series of deeply emotional and personal stories from survivors. And we start with someone who learned about abuse at a young age. 10 on your side's Kiana Patterson has more on Jasmine Smith's story. Kiana?
Yes, we teach our kids how to walk and how to talk, but do we teach our kids how to ask for help? Well, that's a question that a survivor wants you to think about this Domestic Violence Awareness Month. This chapter of life is for celebrating the parenting journey.
Because I get to enjoy all of the little moments. I feel like I have a clean slate, and there's so many things that I take notice to.
And using her voice to help teens avoid toxic relationships.
You never know what domestic violence really looks like.
Jasmine Smith is a survivor of teen intimate partner violence.
Very, very long history of very vicious violence, and I just would never leave.
At 17 years old, while still in high school, Smith met her boyfriend, who was several years older.
The fact that he was even paying me any attention to begin with was something that was uncommon and unnatural for me.
Within weeks of them dating, he started to abuse her.
I was a child. It was mostly physical abuse. You know, there weren't many things that he could tell me to hurt me because I didn't really know who I was. The big difference, I think, with teen dating is that with most teens, dating is forbidden. So you're already hiding this relationship that you have. And then when it turns violent, well, who do you tell?
The abuse grew worse for the young soldier after they married and had their daughter.
The day that my daughter was born, my mom and my father also went to prison. So when I left the hospital with my newborn, my 3-year-old sister, and my about-to-be 16-year-old brother. So I had 3 kids to take care of.
The parenting journey then, much different.
I started to fight back when I knew that I had other people's lives in my hands.
After years of mistreatment and manipulation,
and I would get these amazing roles, and then he would come and take my car from the parking lot, or he would come to the job and he would start problems and issues.
Her ex took a plea for felony attempted battery, constituting in domestic violence and strangulation in 2009. Now Smith is working with domestic violence agencies in Hampton Roads to make sure parents know how to help teens recognize toxic relationships.
Sometimes people don't want to talk about it because they think like, oh, it's never going to happen to my child, or, that's not the community we live in. And unfortunately, it is.
This Friday, Smith is the keynote speaker at the Samaritan House Women Against Violence Luncheon in Virginia Beach. She calls the opportunity a full circle moment, as one of her children is now a teenager.
My daughter is the same age that I was when this never-ending chapter started in my life. My message to parents is really don't give up on your kids. Always leave that door open. If I had known that I could come back home without judgment, I would have told someone.
And the money raised for the Women Against Violence Luncheon will support survivors of abuse just like Smith. If you would like to attend, I'll post that information for you over on wavy.com. Kiana Patterson, 10 on your side.